Yes, students, I am NCS Sridhar, Assistant Professor in Engineering College. Today, I want to discuss one more important method of matrices to solve the simultaneous linear equations. Students, before going to the class, one thing I want to tell you, that is, so like mathematics is like a life skill. What is life skill? Yeah, life skill is nothing but driving, cooking, yeah, swimming. So all these life skills learned by practice only. సో మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం ద్వారానే లైఫ్ స్కిల్స్ అంటే మనకి జీవితంలో ఉపయోగపడే స్కిల్స్ అంటాం వీటిని. ఖచ్చితంగా వాటిని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం ద్వారానే మనము ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు లేదా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. సో మ్యాథ్స్ కూడా అలాంటి ఒక లైఫ్ స్కిల్లే. మనం స్విమ్మింగ్ గురించి అద్భుతమైన ఒక పుస్తకం తీసుకొని బాగా చదివి నిన్ను కాలులోకి తోస్తా అంటే నువ్వు స్విమ్మింగ్ చేయలేవు. అదేవిధంగా కుకింగ్ కూడా మనం మంచి ఏదో అద్భుతమైన పుస్తకం తీసుకొని నేను బాగా చదివేసి చేస్తా అంటే కష్టం. మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాల్సింది. ఆ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేటప్పుడు కూడా మనకి ఫస్ట్ టైమే అది కుదరకపోవచ్చు. అట్లా 1 or 2 times చేస్తే అది మంచిగా కుదురుతుంది. అదేవిధంగా మ్యాథ్స్ కూడా అంతే. మనం ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయగానే కూడా రాదు, అది నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ మనం దాన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. సో ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఏ లైఫ్ స్కిల్. దిస్ ఐ వాంట్ టు టెల్ విత్ యూ. సో ఇక్కడ నేను ఏదైతే ప్రాబ్లం చెప్తున్నానో ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్ని ఖచ్చితంగా మీరు వినండి ఒకసారి. జాగ్రత్తగా విన్న తర్వాత అదే మోడల్లో ఒక ప్రాబ్లం నేను హోంవర్క్ ఇస్తాను, సో ప్రాక్టీస్కి ఇస్తాను. ఆ ప్రాక్టీస్ని మీరు ఓన్గా ట్రై చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నించండి. సో ఫస్ట్ టైమే మీరు చేయలేకపోవచ్చు. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ 2 or 3 times, దెన్ యూ కెన్ డూ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్. సో అప్పుడు మీకు ఆ పర్టికులర్ మెథడ్ మీద మీకు గ్రిప్ వచ్చినట్టు అర్థం. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, నౌ we move to our topic, that is today I want to discuss one more long answer question. That means already we discussed in the earlier class Cramer's method, and in today's class I would like to discuss matrix inversion method. Matrix inversion method to solve the simultaneous linear equations. Okay students, matrix inversion method to solve the system of simultaneous linear equation. We have given 3 system of simultaneous linear equations in 3 variables, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. First we can express these 3 equations in matrix form as ax equal to b. This is the common part for the 3 methods. Now matrix inversion method. So first I tell you the process of doing in matrix inversion method. Okay students, matrix inversion method. So step number 1. Step 1 is, first you have to find the determinant of the coefficient matrix. Already you know what is the coefficient matrix. Okay, so coefficient matrix is a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, a3 b3 c3. Okay, so first you have to find the determinant of the coefficient matrix. So this determinant should not be equal to 0. So determinant is not equal to 0, then only matrix inversion method exists. In Cramer's method or in inversion method, in both of these methods, if determinant not equal to 0, then only the method exists. We can do the problem by using this method. Okay students, so first we have to find the determinant that should be not equal to 0. Now Step number 2. Step number 2 is we have to find A inverse. A inverse. How to find A inverse? We will discuss in by doing one example. Okay. Step number 2 is A inverse. Next, step number 3. Step number 3 is we have to find the values of x, y, z by doing x is equal to A inverse into B. X is equal to A inverse into B. That means we get the values of x, y, z equal to some alpha, beta, gamma by multiplying this A inverse with the constant matrix B. What is the constant matrix? B is equal to D1, D2, D3. X is the variable matrix. X is equal to variable matrix X, Y, Z. Okay, students. So X is equal to A inverse into B. That's step number 3. Then we get the answer X, Y, Z is equal to alpha, beta, gamma. So X is equal to alpha, Y is equal to beta, Z is equal to gamma are the solutions in inversion method. Okay, students. Right. Now we explain. We will discuss one problem in inversion method. Right. We do this problem by the method of matrix inversion. Right here, the first equation is 3x plus 4y plus 5z equal to 18. Is it visible to you? Yeah, right. So second equation is 2x minus y plus 8z equal to 13. Third equation is 5x minus 2y plus 7z equal to 20. So first we have to write these three equations in matrix form. So the matrix form of these equations is 3, 4, 5, 2 minus 1, 8, 5 minus 2, 7 into the variable matrix x, y, z, that is equal to 18, 13, 20. Okay, students. So just wait, students. Right. So what is the step number 1? Already we discussed. Step number 1 is to find the determinant of A. So it is of the form Ax is equal to B. What is our A here? 3, 4, 5. 2 minus 1, 8. 5 minus 2, 7. First you have to find the determinant of this matrix. Okay. Already I told you in the previous class, that means in Cramer's rule, how to find the determinant. Okay. So first this element 3 into in first row first element, that is 3. 3 into deleting this row and this column. These are the 4 elements we have to take. Minus 1, 8, minus 2, 7. For second, we need to write minus. Minus is there in the formula. Okay. Minus 4 into minus 4 into. So delete the row and column which minus 4 present. So after deleting this row and this column, what are the elements here? 2, 8, 5, 7. Okay, students. Next, 5 into, okay, plus 5 into, for third element plus 5 into determinant of again deleting this row and this column. What are the elements? 2, -1, 5, -2. Okay, this is the first step of finding determinant. Now this is equal to 3 into, we have to apply the formula AD minus BC to find the 2 by 2 matrix determinant. AD, that is -1 into 7. -7, already here minus is there. If it is minus in the formula, already minus is there, so minus into minus, plus 8 2 ja 16. Here minus 4 of 2 7 ja 14. Here also same formula. Minus is there, minus 5 8 ja 40. Plus 5 of 2 minus 2 are minus 4. And from this side to this side minus is there, minus into, already minus is there, minus into minus, plus 5 1s are 5. Now calculate it. 16 minus 7 is 9, minus 4 into 14 minus 40, that is minus 20. 16 minus 4 is 6, 3 minus 1 is 2, minus 26, plus 5 of 5 minus 4 is 1. Now how to calculate this? 9 3 are 27, minus into minus, plus 26 4 times. 26 4 times 4 6 are 24, 4 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 10, 104 plus 5. So 104 plus 5, 104 plus 5, 109. 109 plus 27, 9 plus 7, 6, 2 plus 1, 3, 1, 136. So what is the first step? It should not equal to 0. So 136 not equal to 0. Therefore, this method exists. We can find the solution by using this method. Okay. Next, we go to the step number 2. Students, next step number 2. What is step number 2? To find the inverse of the matrix A. So here A is 3, 4, 5, 2, minus 1, 8, 5, minus 2, 7. So to find the inverse, there is a formula. I think you know the formula. A inverse is equal adjoint A by det A. Remember this formula. A inverse is equal adjoint A by det A. So first we have to find the adjoint A. To find the adjoint A, we have a simple technique. So to find adjoint A, first we have to find the cofactor of the matrix A. Cofactor of the matrix A. We can find cofactor means this is the element. We have to find the every element cofactor. This is the element 3. To find the cofactor of 3, we have to delete the row which 3 exists and also column. We have to delete the row and column, and we get the 2 by 2 determinant. So deleting the row and column which the element present. Okay. To find the cofactor, this is the process. Deleting the row and column which the element present, and to find the remaining 2 by 2 matrix determinant, then we get the cofactor of the particular element. Okay. And we have to multiply the element by -1 whole to the power of I plus j. -1 whole to the power of I plus j. That means first element you get plus, second element minus, third element plus, and fourth element minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay. So finding the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix and multiply by plus, minus, plus, minus, plus to the corresponding elements. So this is actual process, but there is a simple technique to find the cofactor matrix directly. So I explain how to find the cofactor matrix directly. Please observe carefully. Okay. First, we take the central element corresponding to the central element. First, -1 is the central element. Now I am writing cofactor matrix directly. Okay. Let's see here. So what is this element? -1. Okay. First, this is -1. Now start with -1. Write the rows starting with -1. -1, 8, 2 and -1. Start with -1 and end with -1, that element. So this is the first row. Okay, first row. And proceed by the following row. Same element from the same element. What is the next element here? -2 in the next row. -2. Same process continues. -2, 7, 5 and -2. Next, coming to the first row. Same process continues. Again, 4, 5, 3, 4. Okay, and finally end with again -1. Starting with -1 and ends with -1. Okay, that -1, 8, 2, -1. Now cross multiply. This to this, 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 this to this. Okay, it gives our first row in the cofactor matrix. So that is equal to 8 -2s are -16, 7 -1s are -7. 8 -2s are -16. From this side to this side we have minus into minus plus. 8 -2s are -16, minus into minus plus 16. Sorry, here -1 into 7 -7 now. -7 minus into minus plus 16. -7 plus 16. Next element, 8 5s are 40 minus 7 2s are 14. 2 -2s are -4. 5 -1s are -1. Minus into minus plus 5. First row completed. Second row, same process. -2 into 5 -10. 7 4s are 28 minus 28. Okay. 7 3s are 21 minus 5 into 5 minus 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20. 3 -2s are -6. Minus into minus plus 6. Okay, second row completed. Third row, 8 4s are 32. Minus into minus plus 5. 5 2s are 10. Minus 8 3s are 24. 3 -1s are -3. Minus 4 2s are 8. Okay, this is the cofactor matrix. Now 16 minus 7 is 9. 14 minus 14 is 26. 5 minus 4 is 1. Minus 10 minus 28 is minus 38. 21 minus 25 minus 4. 20 plus 6 is again 26. 32 plus 5 is 37. 10 minus 24 is minus 14. Okay, 10 minus 24 is minus 14. 8 minus 3. 8 2s are 10 plus 1 minus 11. Okay, this is our cofactor matrix. Now we have to find the adjoint of this matrix. Adjoint is nothing but transposing the rows into columns, we get the adjoint matrix. Okay, first we get the cofactor matrix by doing like this, and then we have to write the adjoint matrix. Adjoint matrix is nothing but transposing the rows into columns. Okay, here 9, 26, 1 in row wise, we are writing in column wise. Minus 38, minus 4, minus 14. Okay, minus 38, minus 4, minus 38 minus 4, sorry, 26. Okay, minus 38 minus 4, 26. Last column 37 plus 37 minus 14 minus 7. This is our adjoint A. Now we have to find the A inverse. A inverse is already, our formula is adjoint A by det A. What is our det A? 136. Already we get det A as 136 not equal to 0. So 1 by 136 into 9 minus 38, 37. 26 minus 4 minus 14. 126 minus 11. Okay students, now we move to the step number 3, that is x is equal to A inverse into B. Right. Right students, now we are moving to step number 3. What is step number 3? X is equal to A inverse into B. Already we know x is equal to A inverse B. Already we know A inverse. What is our A inverse? 1 by 136 into 9 minus 38, 37. 26 minus 4 minus 14. Okay, 126 minus 11. So while writing these elements you have to be careful. If you neglect minus r plus r, if you write one element instead of another element, the answer will be wrong. Okay, so be careful about writing the elements by seeing the elements. Okay, 1 by 136, 9 minus 38, 37, 26 minus 4 minus 14, 126 minus 11 into B. Already we write B in the first step, that is 18, 13, 20. Now I have to multiply this matrix with 18, 13, 27. Now how to multiply? Already I think you know the multiplication. If you don't know also, no problem, I explain here. So first of all, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. 1, 2, 3 rows are there. 1, 2, 3 columns are there. 3 rows, 3 columns. First we mention the rows. Okay, and after we mention the columns. Okay, 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, this is the first matrix. Now how many rows are there here in the second matrix? 1, 2, 3. 3 rows are there and 1 column is there. Okay, so what is the order of this matrix? 3 by 1. When a matrix is said to be multiplicable with the other matrix, the number of columns in the first matrix should equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So here 3 columns are there, here 3 rows are there, both are equal. So this matrix can multiplied by this matrix. Okay, now how to multiply? Then what is the order of the matrix we get? So deleting this 3, we get the order is 3 by 1. We get the 3 by 1 matrix by multiplying this matrix by this matrix. That means we get 3 rows and 1 column. That means column matrix. We get the column matrix. Okay, so I am explain the method how to multiply. So first we have to take this row and multiply this column. Okay, R1 into C1. If there is another column, we have to multiply R1 with C2 like that. R1, C1, R1, C2, R1, C3. Like that we get the first column in the result matrix. Okay, here only here R1 is there, only 1 column is there. Only 1 column is there. So multiply this R1 by this C1. We get the first column. and R2 by C1. You get the second row. Okay, listen carefully. R1 by C1, first row. Okay, no column is there, so no need of multiplying R1 by C2 like that. Okay, and R2, next R2 by again C1, only one column is there, and R3 again C1. Okay, like this we get the resultant matrix. R1 C1, R2 C1, R3 C1. Okay, I think hope you understood process. So first R1 is 9 and corresponding elements. Here corresponding element is 9. Here corresponding element is 18. So 9 should multiply by 18. Okay, 9 into 18. Here minus is there and second element minus, corresponding second element in the next matrix. So 13. So plus of minus 38 into 13. And the corresponding third element multiplied by corresponding third element in the column, 37 into 20. Okay, R1 C1 completed. Next same process applied to the R2 26, corresponding element 18. So 26 into 18 plus minus 4 into corresponding element 13. Okay, minus 4 into 13 corresponding element plus minus 14 into corresponding element 20. So R2 C1 completed. Next R3, 1 into corresponding element 18, 1 into 18 plus 26 into corresponding element 13, 26 into 13 plus minus 11 into 20. Like this I have to multiply. So R1 C1 corresponding elements 9 into 18 plus minus 38 into 13 plus 37 into 20, and R2 same rule applicable to R2 also, 26 into 18 plus minus 4 into 13 plus minus 14 into 20. Same rule applicable to R3, 1 into 18 plus 26 into 13 plus minus 11 into 20. Now after calculating this 9 into 18 and minus 38 into 13, 37 into 20, we get the result as, you have to do the calculation your own, you get 408. Okay, 9 18 and minus 38 into 13, 37 into 20. After calculating you get 408. We check it, and this one is 136 and this one is 136. Now we have to multiply this 1 by 136 to 408. So 408 by 136, 136 by 136, again 136 by 136. So 136 3 times, 136 3 times, 3 6 ja 18, 3 3 ja 9 plus 1 10, 3 1 ja 3 plus 1 4, 400. So 3 times, this is 1 time, this is 1 time. So x is equal to 3 1 1. So what is x? Our variable matrix. So x y z is equal to 3 1 1. So x equal to 3, x equal to 3, y equal to 1, z equal to 1. These are our solutions. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 1 is the solution for the given system of simultaneous linear equations. So this is about inversion method. Hope you understand this method. I think so. We will discuss next method in the next class, but I will give one problem as homework to you. So please do the problem. Right, students? So this is the problem. X plus y plus z equal to 9, 2x plus 5y plus 7z equal to 52, 2x plus y minus z equal to 0. Solve by using matrix inversion method, and comment your answer in the comment box. Right, students? Hope you understand this method, and don't forget to Like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you will get my new video notifications. Signing off, Sridhar. Thank you.